Hey everyone, it's Teacher Jill here. I just thought I would make a really quick video about things I wish I had known when going into teaching for VIPKid, both in my audition and with teaching in general. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this list pretty fast. So number one is the ABC song. So if you teach trials, like level one trials, or really, really young learners, like level ones, the ABC song in China is sung a little bit different. So in America, it's when we get to the LMNOP, we kind of rush it like LMNOP. But here's how it's sung in China, and I'll do the whole thing. And apologies for my singing voice. It's I teach, I don't sing. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so that's how it's different. And please excuse this hair. I have a haircut and there's some strands that I'm not real sure where they're supposed to go. All right, so that was just me singing the ABC song. The Chinese version makes a lot more sense, separates the words a little more clearly for kids. Simple enough. Number two is phonics. So sometimes you'll have students that have had really sloppy phonics um, teaching or sloppy phonics practice, and nobody has really held them accountable for their pronunciation of words. So here's an example. So, like the letter D. The sound that's made with synthetic phonics is d, d, like it ends d. You end like with your mouth closed. Some students are taught that it's duh, like and. So instead, they'll say and is like a two-syllable word instead of and, right? Like it ends in the mouth. It's not extended with the second syllable. So I would just watch a video on synthetic phonics. It's very beneficial to do that. And you might have to break yourself of those things. I know I did. Like L, la. Nope, it's L. So it's just review it. I That's my best advice there. Um, so the next thing is on every slide, they expect you to have the student talking in complete sentences and engaging on every slide. So don't just ask yes or no questions. What did you do today? I go to school today. Oh, well, we say I went to school today, right? So and that's a really common error that they make. So I'm going to go ahead and suggest that you do that and you correct them, right? Correct them every time. It's like, I want us to work on this the next time we meet. When I ask you what you did for the day, I want you to say, I went to school, right? Because that's part of the job, correcting them every time and getting them to complete or to speak in complete sentences on every single slide. Okay, that is the job description. Next up is gestures. So this is always okay to do. We don't do the thumbs down. Instead, because the thumbs down culturally can be an inappropriate or a rude gesture. Okay. So for the kiddos, when I'm saying no or I don't like something, I would do like this, like, no, I don't like spiders, right? So break yourself of that habit, okay? Um, and I know I'm going a little fast. I just want to make this video short. Next up is pacing and extensions. So pacing will come with time. So if you're very new to this in this teaching format, pacing can be hard to get down, depending on the level, depending on the student, So pace it out to where you're giving it a 1 star every 4 or 5 minutes. And if they're flying through the content, start asking them about colors. What color is his shirt? His shirt is blue, right? And don't let him just say blue. Say full sentence, please. Full sentence, please. His shirt is blue. Awesome, right? So that's you really going above and beyond your call to help make sure that they're really applying that knowledge of like the language and how to apply it to just make a basic sentence. Um, All right, so TPR, I just demonstrated some TPR there with this last one, which is total physical response. Um, Full sentence, please. So you can do some things like that to kind of help remind them, especially when they're new in their VIPKid or English language journey. Like this means full sentence. This means I want to hear you talk. This means repeat the word, right? Repeat the word I'm saying. So just a few of those things to throw in there. I don't do over the top TPR, but it is beneficial, especially for the younger learners, which, as you all know, if you've seen my videos before, they're not my favorite, but I use it when I get them, and I get booked plenty with young learners. I've got a level one coming up actually, so in about 20 minutes. Um, and it'll be fine. We'll have fun. Wait time. So this is my last one, wait time. Uh, it can be uncomfortable to let a kid sit in their thoughts. You don't want to like overdo it with wait time, but you want to give them several seconds, especially if they're trying to think, if they're thinking of how to structure a sentence in their head, right? They might need time to do that. Um, and that's okay. And it can feel uncomfortable, but it's probably not super uncomfortable for the student as it is for us because we're like, we know the answers, we want to help. But, there's going to be a lot of growth happening in that struggle for them and in that discomfort for them. And if they're an older, like upper level student, they might ask a clarifying question because they might not understand something that's being asked. Because sometimes, like, questions aren't always asked in a way that are very clear. And that can happen anywhere, anytime. VIPKid is an excellent company. They have an excellent format, excellent slides. But every once in a while, you find a question that it's like, oh, that could mean two different things. And they might need clarification on that. So wait time is important. And the last one is like projects and assessments. So when you give an assessment, which is class 5 and 10, they're supposed to do a project. The vast majority of my students do not bother with projects simply because they're very, very busy as it is. They have lots of homework in China. They have tons of extracurriculars. They're booked. I don't really bust them on that. I say, well, VIPKid, they have a project and it would help you develop these skills. I understand if you don't get them done. So what I do is I kind of modify it and I have them talk me through the project and they're using good sentence structure and things like that. So I let them talk me through it so they can earn the points that way. And to me, or like they don't earn like the full points, but they earn like middle point. They don't earn zero, they don't earn 2 points. They get the 1 point for it. And as you teach assessments, you'll see what I mean. So I hope this is helpful. But yeah, just to recap, the ABC song, phonics, corrections, talking every slide, complete sentences, gestures, pacing and extensions, TPR, wait time, and projects and assessments. So those were all major points that I hit today. So I hope that this helps, and I hope to see you out there. Thank you guys. Bye.